3 days. That's all the time we have to explore one of India's most iconic destinations, Goa. But this trip isn't just about beaches and forts. It's our first adventure as a family, with our 4-month-old son. What will it be like to travel with a baby? Will we make it through sleepless nights and full days of exploration? Will we be able to attend my school friend's wedding on time or not? Stay tuned as we dive into this unforgettable journey. Hey everyone, I'm Hemant Parulekar, and I'm excited to share this special travel vlog with you. A few days ago, I got a call from my school friend in Goa, inviting me to his wedding. It's not every day that you get to attend a friend's wedding in such a beautiful location, so I jumped at the opportunity. But I thought, why not make it a family affair? So, my wife and I decided to bring our 4-month-old son along for his very first trip to Goa. As you can imagine, traveling with a baby takes a bit of extra planning. We packed all the essentials: baby formula, extra clothes, toys, and, of course, a lot of patience. It was a late evening flight on the 23rd of November, 2022. We booked a cab from Kalyan, where we live, to Mumbai Airport. It's about a 2-hour drive, so we left with plenty of time to spare. The journey to the airport felt exciting but a little nerve-wracking too. I kept thinking about son's comfort and how he'd handle the experience. But with a little preparation and my wife's help, we made it to T2, ready to board our flight. This was his first flight, and I think as parents, we were just as excited as we were nervous. It was our first full day in Goa, and we woke up bright and early, excited for a day of exploring before my friend's wedding this evening. With so much to see and do, we quickly got ready. My wife and I were set to go, but we waited a little while for our son to wake up so we could prepare him for the day. It was our first full day in Goa together, and we woke up bright and early, excited for a day of exploring before my friend's wedding this evening. With so much to see and do, we quickly got ready. My wife and I were set to go, but we waited a little while for our son to wake up so we could prepare him for the day. Once our son was up and ready, we headed downstairs to take in the hotel's charming atmosphere. The Fern Kesarval Verna has such a welcoming vibe, and we couldn't resist capturing a few moments on camera. There's something about Goa's hotels, the mix of modern comforts with that relaxed, tropical ambience that makes you feel right at home. Next up was breakfast. We made our way to the buffet room, where we enjoyed a delicious spread to fuel us for the day. Goa has so much to offer, and we knew we'd need all the energy we could get for a day packed with adventure. After breakfast, we met our cab driver for the day. I had rented a cab so we could make the most of our time here, exploring without worrying about directions or parking. Our first stop, the historic Fort Aguada. Our journey through Goa wouldn't be complete without crossing one of its most impressive new landmarks, the new Zuari Bridge. Stretching majestically over the Zuari River, this bridge is more than just a crossing, it's a symbol of Goa's evolving infrastructure and connection. Spanning nearly 8 kilometers, the new Zuari Bridge is one of India's longest cable-stayed bridges and a marvel of modern engineering. Opened recently, it has quickly become a vital link for travelers moving between North and South Goa, making journeys smoother and faster than ever before. One of the best parts of crossing the new Zuari Bridge? The breathtaking views over the Zuari River. With lush greenery on either side and the calm waters below, it feels like a scene out of a painting. For a moment, you just want to pause and take in the beauty surrounding you. This bridge doesn't just cut down travel time, it also symbolizes Goa's commitment to growth and sustainability. As part of a larger infrastructure initiative, it aims to support the region's tourism and economy, while providing a safer, more efficient route for daily commuters. And here we are, at Fort Aguada, a place steeped in history and natural beauty. This fort, built by the Portuguese in the 1600s, has stood tall over the centuries. It's a must-see spot in Goa, with panoramic views of the Arabian Sea and fascinating old stonework that takes you back in time. Welcome to Fort Aguada, a landmark of Goa's rich history and a stunning example of Portuguese architecture. Built in 1612, this fort was strategically constructed to guard against Dutch and Maratha invaders, as well as to protect Portuguese territories. It also served as a vital water station for passing ships, with an underground system that could hold over 2 million gallons of fresh water. We wandered through the fort, admiring the ancient architecture and imagining what it must have been like centuries ago when it was a bustling hub of activity, protecting the Portuguese territories from invaders. Our son was enjoying the fresh air, and we had a great time capturing memories as a family. The name, Aguada, itself comes from the Portuguese word for water. Walking around, you can still see remnants of the fort's old walls, which have weathered centuries of storms and battles. Today, it's a place where visitors come to admire the sweeping views of the Arabian Sea and take in the stories that these walls hold. This lighthouse behind me is another fascinating part of the fort. Added in the 19th century, it's one of the oldest in Asia and served as a guiding light for ships sailing along the coast. Although it's no longer in use, it stands as a reminder of Goa's seafaring history. Standing here, you can really feel the history and imagine what it was like centuries ago. Fort Aguada is more than just an architectural marvel. It's a symbol of Goa's colonial past and a must-visit for anyone who wants to experience the beauty and history of this incredible region. If you are in Goa, make sure to stop by Fort Aguada. It's a journey through time with breathtaking views to match. After a busy morning exploring Goa, we decided it was time for a break and some delicious food. Our stop? Fisherman's Wharf in Calangute, famous for its coastal ambience and mouth-watering Goan cuisine. As soon as we walked in, we felt that relaxed, beach town vibe that Goa is known for. We took in the beautiful decor, the warm ambience, and the sounds of people enjoying their meals, and immediately felt at home. From fresh seafood to authentic Goan curries, every dish here was a reminder of Goa's rich culinary heritage. And as we sat there, enjoying each bite, it felt like a perfect pause in our adventure, just savoring the flavors of Goa with my family. With our stomachs full and our hearts happy, we knew the next stop had to be somewhere just as iconic. So, we got back into the cab and headed to Calangute Beach, one of Goa's most famous beaches. As we approached, you could feel the energy shift. Calangute Beach is known for its lively atmosphere, vendors, music, and the sound of waves crashing. It's one of those places where everyone comes to unwind, and we were excited to join in.
Lighten up, take me on your magic river. Tell me all your dreams align. Sign me up and tell me about the people that you know who are trying to feel alive. Life can get hard, so honey, if you need to cry, just come share my pillow and rain, rain, go away.
After spending some time soaking up the sun and enjoying the lively energy at Calangute Beach, it was time to switch gears. From the sandy shores to the heart of Goa's history, we set off for our next destination, the iconic churches of Old Goa. We're crossing one of Goa's most impressive engineering marvels, Atal Setu. This iconic cable-stayed bridge stretches over the Mandavi River, offering not only a vital link for travelers but also some of the most scenic views in Goa. Named after former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, the Atal Setu was built to honor his legacy and vision for modern infrastructure in India. It's more than just a bridge, it's a tribute to progress and innovation. With its elegant cable-stayed design and towering height, Atal Setu stands as a testament to contemporary Indian engineering. Crossing this bridge, you can't help but be captivated by the views. From here, you get a panoramic sight of Panji, the Mandavi River, and the lush landscapes that surround it. It's a rare moment where infrastructure meets natural beauty, creating a perfect balance. Atal Setu not only eases traffic flow by connecting North and South Goa more efficiently, but it also supports Goa's growing tourism and local economy. This bridge has truly transformed the daily commute for thousands of residents and tourists, making travel quicker, safer, and much more enjoyable. As we cross Atal Setu, it feels like more than just a road, it's an experience. With its sweeping views, modern design, and symbolic importance, this bridge has become a landmark in its own right. As the sun began to set, we found ourselves surrounded by the majestic churches of Old Goa. Each one a masterpiece, a living piece of history. That day, we had just enough time to take in the grandeur of these sights, but with a wedding to attend in the evening, our visit had to be a bit rushed. As the sun began to set, we found ourselves surrounded by the majestic churches of Old Goa. Each one a masterpiece, a living piece of history. That day, we had just enough time to take in the grandeur of these sights, but with a wedding to attend in the evening, our visit had to be a bit rushed. While we couldn't explore as thoroughly as we wanted today, I'll be coming back to Old Goa soon to dive deeper into the fascinating history and intricate details of these incredible churches. In the next video, we'll take an in-depth journey through the architectural marvels, cultural significance, and stories behind each of these iconic sites. After a full day of exploring Goa, we were ready for the main reason behind this trip, the wedding of my close friend. The wedding was set to take place at the beautiful Birla Radha Krishna Temple in Verna, a peaceful and spiritual location that couldn't have been more perfect. We arrived early, taking in the calm atmosphere and the stunning temple architecture. There's something about being in a place like this that fills you with a sense of peace and reverence. My wife and I were excited, not only to attend the wedding but also to experience this serene temple as a family. But as with all things involving little ones, plans can change in an instant. Son's mood was off, and he was getting fussy, making it a bit hard to enjoy the surroundings as much as we'd hoped. As any parent knows, sometimes you have to go with the flow, especially when traveling with a baby. So after about 20 minutes, we decided it was best to head out before the wedding ceremony even began. It was disappointing, but we knew there'd be more opportunities to connect with friends and celebrate. Sometimes, family comfort has to come first, even on a special day like this.